Hi, this is Maggie. I'm taking another look by request at a synastry chart between Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. It was just kind of leaked out by Justin's dad that perhaps nobody really even knows, but they may be engaged. But all he did is say congratulations, so that could have been on anything. It's speculation at this point. But he wants to know how long it will last, and I don't really do predictive astrology, but I can look at certain indicators, such as Saturn. However, Justin Bieber, his chart, his natal wheel will be in the blue, and Hailey Baldwin, her planets will be in the red surrounding his. So Justin has such a powerful, strong personality, and there is free will, absolutely, in astrology. And his first house, Pluto, in Scorpio, conjunct his North Node, is extremely powerful. She also has Sun conjunct Pluto. Hers is in Sagittarius, and it's on his ascendant, or her ascendant. So that is a very, of course, Pluto is generational with these two, but, that is a very, very strong connection. Pluto, and Sun Pluto, and the North Node. I don't know that it's close enough to be like fated or anything. But let me see, Justin's North Node. It's 26 degrees Scorpio. Yeah, so the 11th house, they are really good friends. And I think of primary importance to him, I want to look at the 11th house and his 4th house of family. The 11th house is in Libra. Libra is all about relationships, personal relationships. It's in Aquarius's house, that's friendships. So his moon is on her Venus and Chiron, so there would be like healing through love and friendship. These two would really connect on an emotional level with him because of his moon, and her Venus would find that very attractive, and they would be very, very good friends, and they have been friends for years, and they could talk about anything. And her North Node is in is in Libra as well. But, so the second house, they connect. The second house is the house of values and assets, and if you're talking about an engagement or marriage, you would look, what's the joining of assets for one thing, so you would look at your values too. I mean, what you value. Do you value money? Do you value spirituality, which I believe Justin does, with all that Pisces. He's got Pisces just everywhere. But he has a very heavy Scorpio powerful influence as well. So he could, as willful as he could be, with Pluto conjunct the North Node in Scorpio, he could change his mind at any time, because he has kind of been going back and forth, I think he just broke it off with Selena a few months ago, but he's known Hailey Baldwin for some time, so they are friends, and so the friendship, the Moon Venus connection in the friendship house, it's the house of hopes and wishes, and it's in Libra, which is ruled by Saturn, and it's personal relationships, and also her North Node is there. So that could definitely solidify a relationship. So I was just saying, his first house Pluto is so powerful. He could break he could make it or break it, depending on what he wants, because he has such a powerful personality. But her personality is powerful as well. His is in water. His is extremely emotional in water, and it's in the 12th house. And hers is in the first house. So her personality is extremely fiery, athletic. It's all fire. So she has Sun, Pluto, fire, and that's just a very powerful combination. So yeah, he's got powerful water and she has powerful fire. So and so they would do a lot of athletic type stuff together. Probably debate and talk a lot about philosophy, theology, just higher minded things, because planet Mercury is the planet of communication is there, and that's in her first house. So her Sun, Pluto, and the MC are, I don't know if they're close enough to be a conjunction with Justin's, but yeah, they may be. They may be. I need to see the degrees. I just want to look at her exact degrees and his exact degrees for Pluto. Yeah, hers is 2 degrees and his is 28 degrees. So they are very, very close. But again, it's generational. They're the same age. So, but it is a very strong connection. And his north node is conjunct Pluto, and then she has Pluto conjunct the Sun. So they're extremely powerful personalities, both of them. His is emotional, hers is fire. That's the difference. So he has this extremely spiritual bent, and her first house, loaded first house in Sagittarius, would also be open to exploring different religions, philosophies, and definitely traveling and be extremely active. I can see them extremely active, doing things in the water, by the water, because he has so much water. He's going to have to be near the water, and she has so much fire that she's going to want to be active. So the second house of values is in Capricorn. And again, these are generational, so they both have Neptune, the planet of Pisces, that rules Pisces, and planet of illusion. And they both have Uranus, the planet of change, change and disruption and freedom. So they have it in their second house of assets, of values, what they value. And her Jupiter is in the second house. So they're in Capricorn. So that could solidify, that could possibly solidify, their assets together. Her Jupiter helps, having Jupiter there. With his Neptune and Uranus on her, so that, that could be a lot of changeability. The third house, she doesn't really have any planets in his third house. His third house is loaded. Pisces, but the fourth house is very important because that's the home. And I believe that, you want to look at the home life. And if you're going to have a marriage, you want some stability. You maybe would want stability in it. He did write a song. I don't know if he wrote the song. Probably yes, but My Mama Doesn't Even Like You. So I don't know who he wrote that for, but it is the fourth house rules the home and the mother. And so I believe it would be very important to him, if he were to marry someone, to have his family like that person, or get along with that person, or get along with their family. But there's always going to be one man out with the family, or one woman out with the family. If you're in love, you're in love. But So his Venus is in the fourth house, and so that's very, very important to him to have, and it's in Pisces. So he's very emotional and very loving, extremely loving towards his family. And she has Saturn in the fourth house in Aries. So Saturn falls in Aries. It's not, yeah, it puts the brakes on in Aries, but it also could solidify the home life. But Saturn on his Venus, I don't think that's a really good connection in the fourth house. I mean, it could possibly solidify a marriage, but Saturn in Aries falls. Let's see what degrees. What degrees she has Saturn. Oh, that's right. She has Saturn 0 degrees Aries, so that's good for her because it's on the cusp. It's on the cusp of Pisces. So that is good. That is good because his Venus is 20 degrees Pisces, so they're in close proximity. However, Saturn sitting on your Pisces, I don't think it feels good. I don't think it feels really good. I mean, it depends what you want in a marriage, you know? I mean, if he really wants to settle down, and I would think it would feel heavy. I would think it would feel heavy. Maybe that's because I am an Aries and I would not want Saturn sitting on any of my planets, especially a feel-good planet like Venus. But it's not exact. It's not close enough. It's like 0 degrees Aries. But it is in the fourth house. But yeah, we do have a time adjustment. I just want, but we don't have a definite time on Hailey, so you know that could also change things. Other than that, that's about it. That the in Virgo on the midheaven, his Chiron, the wounded healer, the asteroid, is conjunct for Mars in Virgo. So yeah, I mean there's free will. There is free will, and nothing is carved in stone. I don't feel really, really excited about this chart. I just can't get excited about this chart like I did for some other synastry charts I've done. I mean, there are good connections. Moon Venus is excellent. That's enough right there. You have Venus sitting on one of your lights, where Venus is on his moon. So there's a lot of nurturing indication there. You have a very powerful first house. Their Sun, Pluto, and her Sun on his Pluto. That is just a magnetic attraction. So they definitely have that going on. And it could very well be a karmic connection because his north node is, let's check the degree again, 26 degrees Scorpio. And her Sun and Pluto were in Sagittarius, but they're kind of on the cusp. Yeah, they're kind of on the cusp. Pluto and Sagittarius. Yeah, 0 degrees again, 0 degrees. So yeah, that's close enough to be a very, very, very powerful, magnetic, strong, sexual tension, which leads to attraction. But it can attract and repel at the same time. You never know with Pluto. You just don't. There could be a very strong magnetic attraction, and then there could be a huge blow-up, especially with Sun Pluto and fire. I have no idea what her disposition is, but it's Yeah, the Saturn though, the Saturn is 0 degrees. So I was looking to the fourth house because he would want a good family life. And his mother would be very important to him. So his mother in his chart is in the 11th house. So that's friends with her Venus. So that's a good connect. I keep going back to that because that's one of their best connections. Their Plutos are they can be very volatile. So as for longevity, who knows? Who knows? I really, I'm not a fortune teller, but yeah, I don't know. I was a little more excited over Ariana Grande's chart with Pete and with him and Selena's. I saw a lot more connections with Hailey too. There could be very well be a good marriage coming out of this. Yeah, so the Saturn, if it is 0 degrees in Pisces, sitting on his Venus in the fourth house, that could solidify their love. Look at it that way. Or you could look at it as hardship. Sometimes Saturn is discipline, learning with a great teacher. Sometimes it's separation. It can be separation, hardships. They could be separated maybe in their careers, working in different places. She would be traveling a lot with all that Sagittarius stuff, definitely. And so anyway, that's about it. Sorry, I'm not overly enthusiastic about this. You can tell if I am or not. I wish them all the best. And yeah, but as for his personality, they both have extremely dominant personalities. Hers is fire and his is water. But in their second house, it's Capricorn. It's stabilized, their values and their assets are stabilized in Capricorn. And she does have Jupiter in Capricorn, so that could be a stabilizing force. And, marriage is a joining together of that. So her Jupiter would bring good luck in that area. This whole friendship thing, like if she was like friends of the family or something, that would be the Moon Venus connection in Aquarius, through friendships. But it would be very important to him to have a good fourth house connection. So anyway, if they are engaged, I wish them all the luck. And whoever requested this chart, girl, I hope I really can't be predictive. If you want to know when they would break up, I have no idea. Could be tomorrow, who knows? Or they could get married, who knows? Or he could go back to Selena, who knows? Only God knows. So I wish them all the best. All right, thank you. Bye.